What is going on? Welcome to Heaven on Earth Astrology. I'm Michael, the Leo Mystic. This is where I bring you both the light and the dark in the astrological chart of the 25th of April until the 1st of May. Oh yeah, baby. Solar eclipse in Taurus, last day of April. Wow, and that solar eclipse is going to... It's so mind-boggling. Every planet is involved, and that's crazy. It's very rare. Like, it's as if we're all gonna have to, move, and all the gods, the planets, are saying, all right, time for a reset. That word does ring a bell, right? So, let's just first see. Venus is traveling through Pisces. Neptune is in Pisces, Jupiter's in Pisces, and Venus is gonna meet up with those big guys. Let's talk about that. But Mars is in Pisces, and now the moon has come into Pisces on Monday. What the fuck? These are like, it's showing the endings of things. It's showing the maturity that this, belief system that this world has come to. Maybe also the Christ or the Catholic belief and the Christ belief. Anything that has to do with religion. It's like, okay, that is all, fulfill its purpose. And now with that Jupiter-Neptune conjunction that we had, it's a new cycle of beliefs, and we're opening up to it. And then now Uranus is on the North Node, waking us up to a new Earth. With Mercury there, seeing it. Mercury now has finally come past the North Node. We're tiptoeing outside, and we're starting to see that new Earth, and but Sun in Taurus and Venus in Pisces, and so much Piscean energy is dreaming, and it's as if like we're floating around and we are passing the gate. We're getting out of Plato's cave, dancing and moving, and not even aware that we're in the real world right now, not in Plato's cave anymore, and we're not aware of it. Sometimes we are, and then we're like, oh my God, have you seen that? And people are just like still in their, I don't know, still on their LSD, still on their like, oh, what the fuck are you talking about? This is crazy, So it's weird. It's weird. It's as if we're not allowed to see the process of waking up, So, Venus is gonna meet up with Neptune on the 27th of April on Wednesday. That's a significant moment. That is about how we manifest love on Earth. It is very spiritual. Let me be very clear. This energy is so in tune, so mystical, so resetting, and so the lines are blurry, and we are living in multiple dimensions at the same time, and that could be very confusing. And there's just opening up so many things, and that new phase that Venus is going to start with Neptune and Pisces, that is truly at the same time very naive. And it is naive because it is so loving, one with all. It brings sweetness, it brings care, it brings healing. But it is, I've been reflecting on this, I think it's called naive because that's not necessarily how this is going down on Earth currently. And there's so many people, that could take advantage of that energy. And that's why I think it's called naive. I'm not sure. What do you think? Do you think that naivete? Let me explain a little bit more, like naivete, because, when we're one with all and we're just so loving and caring, we could be forgiving and just like, oh, it's all fine. It's all good. I can see the wrongdoings, and I can see the good in the wrongdoings, and I can, there's so much compassion and love. I think the good thing, though, in a way, is that Mars is in Pisces and is going to sextile that solar eclipse, which does not help to integrate in a way, but it does help to kind of like bring a little bit of the spiritual warrior, like bring a little bit of the sword. There might be a little bit of discernment, even though, I don't know, man, like this is so much surrender energy, so much like there is no control. Do you think you're in control? I mean, what the fuck? Uranus is conjunct the solar eclipse. It is semi-squaring Neptune. It is septiling Pluto. Like, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No. Like, no. You're not in control. Forget about that. There's like fated transformation, fated death and rebirth going on right now, Pluto. And it's putting us on our path, you know, and that's kind of hopeful. That transformation, that power, there's a new power that is going to be installed in that solar eclipse energy, you know. And then we're going to bring with us for the next 6 months. It is semi-square in Neptune, which kind of confuses us, you know, and pushes us on ourselves. And we are, I think this is separating ourselves even more from other people, from each other. And that's why Saturn is squaring the nodes in Aquarius. We have a duty to, you know, make bonds, make connections, conscious connections with those people that are on the same frequency as us, you know. So anyway, I'm very Piscean right now. It's just all over the place, taking you from one side to another. But you know, that let's talk about the solar eclipse, right? I mean, even like that Venus Neptune conjunction and manifesting love is just you know, I think it's beautiful because in a way it's gonna carry that energy into the solar eclipse. It's gonna be the moment, the day of the solar eclipse, right? We got Venus conjunct Jupiter, which is a new way how we, like, this is truly new spiritual values, new beliefs, that Jupiter and Neptune conjunct, that they started that new spiritual cycle. And then now Venus, the physical body, and exalted in Neptune, in Pisces. And this is about spiritual values. This is about putting spiritual values first and you know, embodying it. You know, this is about relationships too. Like, this is about truly connecting on a spiritual level with those people that are in the same beliefs. You know, and Venus is made important so much because there's so much Taurian, Neptunian energy, and that is heaven on earth, right? Neptune or Piscean energy with Taurus energy is heaven on earth. And so, but it is so easy to miss, you know. And Uranus conjuncting the solar eclipse is catapulting us into a new future, into, it is conjunct the North Node, and it is a partial solar eclipse, which always takes things away and always stirs things up, you know, following 6 months, and takes things of the past 6 months just all of a sudden, zoop, you know, away. But, you know, this is about resources. This is about money. This is about values, the choices that we make in life. You know, Uranus is in Taurus. It just never stays the same. Even, you know, the following, I would say 4 years that Uranus is going to be in Taurus. It's just constantly changing, because it's a process, you know. It's a process to take you to the new earth. It's a process to take you from the old normal back to the normal to the new normal, you know. It's a process. And so now, but now Uranus is conjunct the North Node, and the solar eclipse is going to be conjuncted that is more than ever radically changing everything when it comes down to how we use money, how we use resources, how we use our food, the agriculture, self-sustaining, and living in communities. That is going to, like, zoop. And that's shifting so much it is confusing. And I'm actually now thinking that maybe that's a gift of so much Piscean energy that we are not fully aware of it, or that we can at least see it from a oneness perspective, see it from a spiritual value. Like, you know, to understand the wholeness, the holistic part of it, how everything is changing. And that's the gift that comes with it. Or for those people that it is too much, because it can be too much, at least they're not awake and they're like, they're numbing the pain, you know? So Mars is sextile, that solar eclipse I've already said, which kind of like helps us to integrate that spiritual warrior aspect, but this, like, in the meantime, in the present moment, leads to, you know, more yin energy, more within, more like, it's very soft, it's very like, floaty. So this is not about moving things. This is not Aries energy. This is not like warrior energy. This is like not, This is processing. This is within. This is enjoying. This is really about enjoying the beauty. But it is scary because so much Piscean energy brings up unconscious fears, especially solar eclipse, Taurus, North Node there. Like, we could be all over the place. And it is confusing, and we're looking for grounding, but there is no grounding because Uranus in Taurus, and you know. So, but the only thing like I really can say is that when we have Pluto septile solar eclipse, and you know, semi-square Neptune and conjuncting Uranus and Saturn square the nodes, there's so much foreign, non-personal energies that are making the shift for us. And the fact that it's sextile Mars again, kind of, there's an ability to integrate it, to rethink our actions, to reset our actions. Venus conjuncting Jupiter kind of brings sweetness. So I think, you know, if we just allow, and if we're just like trust and have faith, in the same time, you know, at the same time, solar eclipse with the moon in Taurus, the moon is in Taurus. That's exalted. It has everything it needs. There's abundance. But maybe, you know, the balancing out with Scorpio energy is about letting go and about becoming aware of what's truly important. Do you really need to constantly have your, I don't know, my addiction is bread, chocolate, whatever, certain kind of foods that come from, I don't know, New Zealand, and you live in freaking Spain or Belgium or England or France or whatever. I think we're being pushed into local awareness. North Node in Taurus. This is like here and now. And honestly, it's about stripping away that which is not necessary anymore. That is so actually too much luxury. Which is like your right to have, but and it has the potential to have that. You can have everything you want, but the question is whether you truly need it. And I think, you know, there's a potential to become aware of that, of what is truly important. May we all be aware of that. May we all be aware of what is truly necessary for life-sustaining, affirming energy that does not unnecessarily cause harm, that does not unnecessarily maliciously feeds on others like a parasite, which is South Node Scorpio, you know? But instead, out of the realization that you have everything you need, you can share abundantly with others your gifts versus the scarcity mindset. There's a lot. There's so much. And I haven't even covered like 1/10. So I think the main message is to becoming aware of what is truly, truly important, necessary for life-affirming, life-sustaining energy for your own needs, for your own, that has to do with your own spiritual values. And it will be given to you, or it is already here, but I think it's a process to gradually become aware of it. And that's why also Mercury's in shadow period. Mercury's going to be in Gemini, and this is about truly knowing that. So it's a process of gradually becoming conscious of what is truly, truly important for our survival and for our evolution. May we awake to that truth. And in the meantime, you know, just look at the beauty around you, look at the appreciation, know that everything goes super slow. Saturn square the nodes, so much Piscean energy, confusion. It's all part of the process. You can't move everything. It will be moved for you. Amen. Much love. See you next week. Bye-bye.